Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. If you've ever thought about being a foster parent, now is your chance to get all the information you need and see what's involved. Angelina Soll joins us. It's so good to see you.
Great to be here.
It's not, something that you just decide really quickly you want. It's a process.
It's absolutely a process. A lot of the research tells us that when families first get the idea to become a foster family, it actually takes a couple years before they're ready to become families. And so that's kind of one dynamic around it. But even for families that are kind of on the fence and not sure, we always encourage getting more information and then kind of deciding maybe to slowly go into the process. If they're not quite ready to go into the family, care providing, then there's lots of other ways that they can help our kids.
So Saturday, May 21st from 9:30 to 11:30 in Oxnard. If you go to the website, you can find the location. You haven't decided exactly where that'll be.
No, we do know.
Oh,
we're going to be at All Saints Episcopal Church
All Saints
on C
Episcopal
Street.
Church on C Street. People can come, and then what should they expect to get out of that session?
So what they're going to hear from us on May 21st will be information about what our Ventura County foster care system looks like, the needs of our children, and the statistics in our county. We find that our community really doesn't quite understand what the situation is in Ventura County when it comes to foster care. We pride ourselves on being a small, connected community, and so when we're talking about foster care, people are often stunned that we have almost 900 kids in foster care in our county. And so they'll hear a lot about that really high need that we have and where our kids are coming from. And they'll also get information about what the role of a foster family is. It's really important that when we're bringing families into our system, they have a clear understanding of what it is that we're asking for them, because these children have high needs and they have unique needs that some families might not be totally aware of. And so we really try to share a lot of information about what that looks like for the family as they're coming into the process. And they're also going to hear some real life voices. We have a wonderful panel as part of this event where we hear from a youth who was in care, a birth mother who was able to work with a foster family that had her children to be able to get them back, and we also hear from a foster family. So we have some really powerful stories that really help our community understand that providing support to our foster kids is really impactful, not just for the kids, but for those of us that are helping these children. It's really gratifying and important work that we're doing, and we get a lot out of that work.
It's a transition not only for the foster kids, but for the families. It changes the dynamic, they have a family unit and all of a sudden, somebody else is in it. So
Absolutely.
The kids are affected, everybody's affected by it.
Yeah, it's kind of like bringing a baby home from the hospital, right? Everybody's got to reorganize and figure out what their roles are and what the new routine is going to be. And so, bringing a child into foster care is similar in a lot of ways. And so, it's often exciting. We have a lot of children that are in the home that are really excited to get new brothers and sisters and new kids to play with. And we have families that feel like they're really excellent parents and they want to be able to use those skills and help another child in the community.
And it's important to remember the 900 kids that you're talking about, they are part of the system where they are part of the child protective services. They were taken away from a home and what that does to them psychologically.
Right. When Children and Family Services gets involved, that means that we've identified a safety risk in the family. Safety is what's really important to us at Children and Family Services. And so when we've determined that there's an imminent safety risk to the children, then we do have to get involved, and that initiates a court process, kind of looking at what the challenges in the family are and what we need to do to support this family in healing so that they can work towards getting their children back.
Some of these relationships, though, go on a lifetime, don't they?
Absolutely, and that's something I think that's the best part of foster care in a lot of ways. There's a lot of pain and sadness in our system, but we have so many stories of caregivers who are walking alongside the birth families, coaching these families, helping them access resources, and helping these kids go back to their birth families, and then staying part of the system. I heard a story recently where birth mom asked the former foster parent to be the child's godmother. Oh. And so they baptized the child together, and will be a lifelong connection now for that kiddo and that family.
That's why I get that expression. It takes a village. It really does.
It absolutely
take a village. Very interesting. Angelina Soll. And we thank you so much for joining us here on Local Edition. And again, that will be Saturday, May 21st from 9:30 to 11:30. I'm Bella Shaw.